welcome to this channel and welcome to this video. My name is Courtney and today I'm going to be traveling to Japan just for a short 3-day weekend trip, and I wanted you guys to come along with me. So I'm traveling with my friend. We live in South Korea, so we're going to be traveling from the Incheon International Airport over to Tokyo, and we're just going to be there, like I said, 3 days, so it should be a lot of fun. So without further ado, let's head to the airport.
My friend nostalgia, I found you when I heard the sweet sound of the ones who I once knew so well. In a voice memo from years ago, we were laughing about some nonsense.
So after getting out of the airport, we just took the Skyliner train. There's numerous different train options to get from the Narita airport to Tokyo, but that's the one that we took, and then we just checked into our hotel. It was actually really nice. I'll link the one that we stayed in down below, but it was really affordable and it was a really great, clean, good, tidy experience. And then we just headed out that night and we ate dinner.
Once in a while, but best friends are growing up, and there's no time for us to pretend we'd stay in touch, 'cause everybody.
But then we ended up going to a cafe the next morning to get our day started with these beautiful Japanese pancakes. And just a little heads up, if you are an early riser, then just know that cafes and a lot of these restaurants, especially for breakfast, open pretty late. So if you are hoping to get up at 6 a.m. and start your day, just know you might be ill-pressed to find an open cafe. From there, we ended up exploring a different side of Tokyo. We had this wonderful lunch. It was like these savory pancakes, and we actually had to make it ourselves. So it was a really interesting, great experience. And after lunch, we ended up heading to Shibuya Crossing, which was a great experience. The busiest street in the world, which is absolutely wild, and you can tell why. There's so many different people, so many different crosswalks, and it was great. And then we ended up going to a Studio Ghibli cafe. Unfortunately, what they're known for are these Totoro little puff pastries, but they didn't have them when we were there, so we ended up eating this matcha cake. If you want to go, then just know that you might want to go early or they might sell out. And next, we ended up going to a dog and a cat cafe, and it was a really great experience. So wonderful and cool if you've never been to one of these before. It seemed very ethical, and also just note that you do have to pay for time with the cats or the dogs in addition to drinks most of the time. And the next morning, we headed to a really cool place right next to our hotel, very famous. It is actually the oldest temple in Tokyo, and it was completed in 645, which is wild. And it was really wonderful. Outside of the temple, there were tons of different stalls that you could buy great souvenirs at and just browse and look at different street food. And by far, one of our coolest experiences was going to the Dawn Avatar Robot Cafe. I highly recommend going here. It was so neat. It's actually a business where people with disabilities work as staff by remotely controlling robots, so people like with ALS are still able to control different robots and serve you, which is so neat. And that was an incredible experience. You get to interact with so many people.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great.
After that, we ended up heading over to the Pokemon Cafe, and actually it was a lot of fun to just look around at the stores, but we did not make a reservation, so we could not end up going into the cafe. And then we ended up going to a Harry Potter cafe, which was super fun. Do note that you probably want to make a reservation online if you are keen on a certain time and a certain day, but it was just really neat and had great food and meals. If you were a big Harry Potter fan, it was a cool experience.
And I wanna tell them the reason why I'll never get to see them, but clearly they don't need